beneath the sands of time and the silence of forgotten tombs. Ancient Egypt hides stories that whisper of chaos, divine wrath, and eternal darkness. These aren't the golden tales of pharaohs, you know. These are the 10 darkest myths from the heart of the Nile. First, we meet Apophis, the serpent of primordial chaos. Imagine a creature born from pure darkness, 50 meters long, whose screams could shake the foundations of the world. Every night, as the sun god Ra journeyed through the underworld, Apophis rose from the abyss to devour the light. Those terrifying moments of solar eclipse. The ancients believed it was Apophis, trying to plunge the world into eternal night. Ra always triumphed, but the battle was a constant reminder that order is fragile, and chaos is always waiting. Deep within the pyramids of Saqqara lies a text so disturbing it's known as the Cannibal Hymn. It describes how Pharaoh Yunus consumed the gods themselves, not their flesh, but their divine essence too absorbed their power. The hymn proclaims, "Yunus is the bull of heaven who lives on the being of every god." This was a metaphysical act of dominance, a ritual to transform a mortal ruler into an immortal force, proving that true power comes from a sacred, insatiable hunger. When humanity grew arrogant and rebelled against the gods, Ra unleashed his most terrifying weapon, his daughter, Sekhmet, the lioness of destruction. Her fury was so immense that she slaughtered thousands, and the fields of Egypt ran red. To save what was left of mankind, Ra flooded the land with beer dyed to look like blood. Sekhmet, mistaking it for the real thing, drank until she fell into a deep slumber. Humanity was saved, but the goddess's thirst for vengeance never truly vanished. In the afterlife, every soul faced the hall of judgment. Here, your heart was weighed against the feather of Mat, the symbol of truth. If your heart was heavy with sin, you met your final end. You were fed to Sekhmet, the devourer of souls, a terrifying hybrid of crocodile, lion, and hippopotamus. Sekhmet didn't torture you. She erased you from existence. It was not punishment, but oblivion. Centuries later, as modern archaeologists opened the sacred tombs, the shadows stirred once more. The legendary curse of the Pharaohs was born. Explorers met with mysterious accidents, sudden illnesses, and untimely deaths. Was it truly a curse, or was it the ancient guardians, still fulfilling their eternal duty to protect the dead from the world of the living? While Osiris represented order, his brother Set embodied the opposite. As the god of storms, chaos, and the desert, his rituals were wild and furious. His followers embraced disorder, believing that without chaos, there could be no true balance. Set was the disruptive force that shattered harmony, a necessary evil that kept the cosmos in motion. The ancient Egyptians believed plagues weren't natural occurrences. They were messengers of Sekhmet, invisible arrows fired by malevolent spirits. When the hot desert winds blew, people sealed their homes and prayed. They believed each gust of wind could carry a deadly, unseen arrow, striking without warning and without mercy. The Book of the Dead wasn't a guide to a peaceful afterlife. It was a survival manual for the underworld, known as Duat. To reach paradise, the soul had to navigate rivers of fire, face serpents armed with blades, and pass through gates guarded by demons. Every sin committed in life had its own specific torment waiting. Only those who knew the secret spells and incantations could hope to pass through unharmed. Whispers from the shadows of temples tell of a darker side to the priests of Anubis, the god of embodiment. It's said that enemies of the faith were not simply executed but used in forbidden rites. Their suffering was believed to infuse protective amulets with power, ensuring the deceased a safer journey to the afterlife. A chilling thought that even sacred duties had a dark price. Finally, in the city of Crocodilopolis, the crocodile god Sobek was worshipped. Sacred crocodiles, adorned with jewels, swam in temple pools. The people believed Sobek controlled the Nile's flood, bringing life-giving soil to their fields, but he was a god who demanded respect. Legends say that anyone who dared to mock him or his sacred creatures met a mysterious and gruesome end in the Nile's murky waters. These are the tales from the shadows of Egypt, a land where gods were vengeful. Chaos was divine, and death was merely the beginning of another terrifying journey. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ancient Egypt's darkest legends. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the shadows of history. See you next time.